You want to see something freaky? Well, here it is. Look at this. A new trailer for 2024. Yeah. So this is the first time a mower has been on it. And we're looking at what here? It's a 12-footer, single axle. Got the gate here, right? And it's not that heavy, even though it's sturdy as heck. The spring down here helps. And it came with trimmer racks, which, you know, I can change those out. And even if I wouldn't have had them on here, I would have bought something and added it. But you know me, I can go with whatever and make do. It doesn't matter what kind of trimmer racks are on here right now. It's a bonus that they are already set up, because I've had nothing before, right? I've worked out of just a truck bed. I've had all crazy crappy equipment from the 80s and early 90s, and so everything is a come up. Now here's another one. Some of you will remember my old trailer had the lid up like this, and it fell down while I was digging in there and it split my wig, and you guys saw me go to the hospital and get my glued back shut. Well, this one's like the opposite, and this is how they should have all been. Oh well, so I just dropped that in there. So high quality video here, by the way. All right, here we go. I'll try and do it like this. Don't want to fall down, right? Can I do this one-handed? Yeah. And I don't hit my head. But the bonus is, it's like a little work spot right here, right? You can lay stuff on there. Yeah, how cool is that? See, things keep getting better, right? The inventions, people finally get with it. So even your basic setup can be a lot better than it was back in the day. So yeah, I'm getting ready to take the mower in and get it tuned up. And it's the last week of January. We're having like a sunny day all of a sudden. So I'm doing it all. I went and picked this thing up. It's brand new. It was made 3 weeks ago. So if I go like this, it still smells like wet paint. What kind of freak would even sniff it? Me, of course. You can smell it as soon as you walk up to it. So I'm gonna head up to Scott's, drop this off now, and get it serviced so it's up and ready to go. And I'll tell you the story of why I had to get a new trailer. Yeah. Can you see the trailer in the mirror? Well, guess what? This is the first roundabout with the trailer. Oh, look at that trailer. Those are hearses on there. Man, there's always something freaky going on. Can I make it? I'm in. I'm in. And I am out. Whoa. Every time I go to Scott's, there's always a roundabout somewhere. All right, we made it. And there's my mower sitting right there. So there you go. It's all dropped off and tagged already. Hey, dependable lawn care, what do you know? I'm sometimes dependable. No, I'm actually really dependable. When I need to do something, I get it done. And there we go, huh? What a setup. Yeah, you're looking at it right now, sizing it up. That's good. They're already starting on it. Yeah. They never let me down. They should be having an open house here. Feels like spring right now, but in the real spring, sometime in March. Until then, I have this bad boy to get set up. I have a lot of stuff I have to do with it. Now I picked the 12-footer. I really could have went with a 10-footer and been happy. I didn't want anything longer because, well, this is a kind of a bad place to show examples of, right? But there's all these like side streets around here and all that. There's not a lot of distance to park if you park in front of their house from like the front of the truck to back there, and when you lower the gate you can be blocking somebody else's driveway. So shorter the better for running around in cities, taking care of lawns, small lawns. Now I have just been working out the back of the truck. The ones that I use with the big mower are all in my neighborhood. I just drive them over there. I didn't need a trailer. And that's because I'm just doing it part-time, and all the other ones that I do go around with, I just sort of fell into them, and now, you know, they were all with just a small mower. Because I started with one, then the neighbors, and it goes and goes and goes. But my trailer, the reason I don't have my old trailer is because a guy that I gave a bunch of my lawns to when I moved, well, he called me in mid-season and his trailer broke. Somewhere it cracked up in the axle. It was all messed up in under there, like, right? And who knows how long or what. He was in a big mess. So I drove my trailer over there so he could use it. And I was gonna actually help him and stuff. But I came up with a better plan. I drove it over there and I just took the title with me, signed it over, and he went to the DMV. It's his. Let him finish the season with it, not have to worry. So I gave my trailer away. I did a good deed. And I could do that, so I should have done it. And that's how it is. And then I just played around last year avoiding lawns that I had to use a big mower on. I just kept sticking to the small little neighborhoods. That's my MO. Been doing that since the 80s. And so here I am. I'm going to be 53 this summer, still doing it. But this trailer is probably the best one that I've had. I mean, I know it is. And it was made 3 weeks ago. And just came in. And smells like fresh paint. And I snagged it off the lot. And I'm ready to go. We're probably going to get sleet, snow, ice, storms. I mean, it's the last week of January, so anything goes around the Midwest. This is a great day, and look what all happened. I ran out and got the trailer, dropping off the mower. I'm getting ready. 2024, here we go. Yeah. I'll see if I can find some footage of the old trailers and talk over it and show you some of my history of them. But I'm going to tell you right now, this definitely is the first, the best of the just go up and buy a trailer and drive away with it. The best initial just complete setup. Now look at this thing. Oh, he's coming in. It's Scott's. I say, I'd really like to have something like that. Look at her. That's pretty cool too, huh? Yeah. It'd be even shorter than this. With the 12-footer, that's even shorter. So, wow, yeah, could use one. Well, where do you find one? That's a lot of money. Gonna start with what you can. All right, I'm talking too much. I will talk to you in the future. Maybe narrate over this little clip here. Check this out. Oh wait, this guy's going for it. Yeah, look what I'm following behind. He's trimming all the trees along here. Oh, it's a freaky scene. Check this out. The trailer's still there. Alright, here. Let's see what's going on. Where's he at? I'm on the hill. I can't see. I'm up and he's down. Now He's going up that one. Oh, he's raising it up there pretty high. Not too much from the tram along here. All right. Oh, he's doing something with it. He angled it. I'm learning. Oh, he had to go around the gate. Oh, there he goes. He's going to be chopping some stuff. Isn't this interesting? Actually, I like having this in front of me. It's fun to watch. Just got to make sure I don't run into a car in front of me. He's getting over the line. He was looking. He better scoot back. Here comes someone. There you go. Is he going to go for it now? Don't be scared. Actually, be very scared. Don't do that. Look at this. He turned around. He's heading back. He's doing a good job. All right, freaks. What you're looking at here is a vintage 1990s tilt trailer that I used, and my dad did too, throughout the 90s and still going into when this was taken in probably 2013 or something. Now, right here is the pin that you pull out. This trailer is very unique. It is a tilt trailer. So once you pull the pin, this part raises up and the tail end drops down. If you have some weight towards the back end. If your mower is still on up at the front, it won't drop down. So we always had a cinder block in the 90s back here in the corner, and that helped it stay down. Once you backed the mower off and you went and cut the yard and you came back around, it was still down on the ground for you to pull up like a ramp. And then as you got closer to the front of the, by the tongue, you go slower and slower, and it would slowly level down. Then you wanted to make sure that you climbed over onto the tongue and quickly put that pin in, because we have drove off without putting the pin in before. And sometimes the whole thing would tilt all the way back if you hit a wrong bump and scrape the ground. Other times you just get to the next stop and you realize you don't have your pin in, you lost it, it vibrated off. So one thing we did learn was keep like 5 extra pins with us in case that happens. You can see we put a little winch there, and that cutout in the wood, well, that's because we started with an old riding mower in the early 90s before I got the belt drive walk behinds. So when you pulled the riding mower up, the front end of it would hit the wood first. So we had to notch that area out so it would go all the way up and the wheels would go up against the wall, and then we could use the winch and hook it down with that. And so there it is, still going, crazy, huh? Now this right here was a very tragic day for me. The first thing you're going to notice is there's the tilt trailer right there. And underneath that giant tree, it was my currently good trailer with the basket and the trimmer racks and everything. Well, it's ruined. And this tree didn't just bend the trimmer racks down and destroy the gate. Oh, there's a gate, but you can't see it, right? It messed up the whole back end. Something fierce poked holes in it all the way through, even through the basket, and just a total nightmare of a situation. So in this lot, we would stash all of our stuff for the winter, and it was a safe area, and we were able to just park our trailers there, and everything was cool. Unfortunately, oh, by the way, there's a garage. Yeah, it used to be a garage. So this tree was in the lot next to where we were parked, and this is on the other side of where we were parked. So it took out, it went across 3 lawns, and you can see right there where it poked through the cage and everything. I mean, man, what a disaster. And so the worst part of this deal was we parked on that property, and for years, not a problem. And the property that had the tree did have a house, but no one was living in there. Not a big deal. Well, when this tree falls on our stuff and destroys my trailer, it's springtime. I was 1 week away from getting out there and getting going. It was just happening. I was supposed to have already gotten it home, but I was, running a little bit behind. But things were right then happening, and a storm comes through, knocks this tree down, takes out my trailer. And guess what I didn't have? Replacement insurance. I had business insurance. I had vehicle insurance, but I didn't have anything that was going to replace this. They told me to get a hold of the homeowner. Now here it is after I chopped up that gigantic tree enough that I could get it out of there. And that was a process. We're talking days, okay? And I finally got it drug home, and that's after bending a few things too on it. And it's not right. There's no way that I could use it because of the gate and the whole situation. Now, I sold it to a dude who was going to go ahead and take the time to chop off the rails, and he was going to do stuff that I couldn't do and try and get it salvageable. So he got a deal. I got screwed. But I went and I bought this. And this one also smelled like fresh paint. And it had some funky trimmer racks. But guess what? I was in a situation. It was spring. I needed a trailer. And this one was right here. It was inferior to the one that got crushed. The one that got crushed was not just regular angle iron. It was thicker. It was a square tubing. The basket I had put on by a guy separately, it was all sturdy, high quality stuff. Heck, even my new one is more sturdy than that one you see there. But hey, I had to go out and buy what I needed right then because I was in a situation from not having proper insurance on things. And I get it. It's hard to do all this stuff when you're first starting out. On my part, I could have done that. I was just kind of lazy, so I blew it. Now you can see here I am hiding in a car wash from the hail, protecting the truck, but not protecting the trailer. And check those hail out, right? You can see some of those cars across over there actually get their windows broken. Crazy scene. Now, back to my story. Why didn't the homeowners pay for my trailer? Well, that place was owned by a bank. Which bank? We could never figure it out. The bank that owned it went under in the 2008-2009 housing crisis. And then that got sold to this bank, and then they went under, or they got merged with this one, that one. At the current time, it was one of those like city violation cut places. Nobody knows who owns it, and who knows whatever happened with the deal. But I know right now, look at that guy. He's hiding. He's got, oh my God, there's still an open bay. I'm pulling in. And someone else like, oh God, I see what he's doing. I'm going to do it too. Right? I was the first one in, guys. I wasn't playing around. And those guys are too late to the game. They already got damage from that hail. Back to my point, though. It was a total loss because it was my fault for not being insured. Sometimes, they can say act of God, like this hail or the tree falling. Other times, you just can't figure out who's even responsible. Now, check this out. Look what he found. Gigantic ones. Those would seriously destroy some car windows, and man, that's some wild stuff. And that's my story with the trailer. I'm happy I have another one. I'm back in action. Don't be scared.